Hi, excuse me. I have an appointment to interview your president about his watches. Could you tell me what floor he's on? Oh, you know what? I'll find him on my own. Please carry on with your very intense non-steroid workout. Oh, by the way, Drago, has anyone told you that you haven't aged a bit?
He still got it.
Hi guys, even though today's show is titled Putin's Watch Collection, let's put all politics aside and let's just concentrate on a really impressive watch collection, because he really does have an impressive watch collection. And if it was almost anyone else other than
Vladimir Putin,
there wouldn't be so much controversy over such a nice watch collection. But real quickly, we should probably cover what that controversy is in case some of us are not aware. His watch collection is valued at $700,000. While his salary in office in Russia in US dollars is $115,000. So if you do the math doesn't make any sense. But we're not going to even speculate how he obtained those watches, and let's just concentrate on his watches. Putin has 6 really nice watches, and we're going to talk about them in order from the least expensive up to the most expensive. So let's get right into it. Actually, let's pump the brakes before we get into this, because it's kind of interesting. Do you ever notice that anyone who holds a high-profile political position, they all seem to dress the same? They wear a conservative, typical Navy suit, and they certainly don't wear an expensive timepiece, even though some of them might be able to afford one. And it's clear that the advisors just tell them that you can't wear anything super expensive or super flashy because we're supposed to represent the people, we're of the people, and you're not going to be relatable if you dress in anything fancy. So, in fact, it wasn't until former President Clinton was out of office that he was seen wearing his Panerai. And for me, that it wouldn't bother me if someone was in office and had a unique personality and wanted to dress in a way that reflected that, but I'm clearly in a minority because most of the people don't want to see their leader dressing in anything fancy if they can't relate to it. But enter Putin, where Putin clearly says,
Пошёл нахуй. It's like fuck you or just fuck off.
And he's going to dress any way he wants and wear any timepiece he wants. And in a way, I kind of respect that he's not afraid to wear what he wants. And so it's kind of worthwhile to mention that, and it makes his watch collection even stand out a little bit more. Actually, I think Britain's Prime Minister is not afraid to show off his colorful socks. Now let's get into it. Putin's least expensive watch is his $10,000 Blancpain Le Mans flyback. He also has a $10,500 Blancpain Le Mans Aqua Lungate. That was a bit of a tongue twister for me. Here's his $15,000 Breguet Marine. Here's his $18,000 Patek Calatrava. And his $60,000 Patek Perpetual Calendar. All of those watches are super nice, and we would love to own any of those. But Putin does have one crown jewel in his collection that is leaps and bounds in class above all those other watches. Do you want to take a guess on what that watch is? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint on the brand. It's a German brand. Go ahead and guess. I'll wait. His crown jewel is a TurboGraf $500,000 watch by Lange & Söhne. I always feel like I'm sounding snobby whenever I pronounce it that way, so I always just call it Lange. But in this case, I'll give it its proper pronunciation because this is such a nice watch. It's the platinum version, and this is the watch that Putin takes the most friendly ribbing on, even by other world leaders. I know I've read one of the jokes that from one of the other leaders that said Putin had to diet and not drink or smoke for years to save enough money for this watch. I mean, there are a lot of other funny jokes out there, and I really like this watch in his collection. There also seems to be a pretty generous side to Putin. As fancy as those watches are, he's also been known to give away those watches. He's given away his $10,500 Blancpain Le Mans Aqua Lungate, a tongue twister for me, to a random Siberian boy. There's been photographs of him giving this watch to this boy right here. And of course that boy's not going to know anything about watches, but I hope his father does, because that's a really nice watch and it could be a life-changing amount for his family. I'm sure he went on and Googled that brand, Blancpain, especially since it came from Putin. Putin also gave another similar Blancpain to a factory worker, and I don't mind that kind of generosity. I really actually like that kind of generosity. But there's one giveaway that makes me cringe, and that's the video that I'm about to show you if you can make it out. I think I should put advisory warning on it because it might make you cringe. And that's because he didn't give away, he threw another long pan into the wet cement at a construction factory site.
На месте строительства Нижнебурейской ГЭС он бросил в жидкий бетон еще одни такие. За короткое время премьер
I don't know the reason why he just tossed that into the cement, but I don't get it. I don't like it because I'm available and I would have taken that watch. But now it's in the cement. I wonder if anyone dared try to dig up that and try to salvage that watch. You know what? I don't think that watch would be worth anything. I don't think you can get cement off of a watch without destroying that watch. But that is, I don't understand the purpose of him throwing that watch into the cement. Did you notice the pattern there? The pattern of the brands that Putin gave away? They're all Blancpain. So clearly that brand is not a keeper to
Vladimir Putin.
So instead of flipping them, he gives them away. Okay, I have to give him credit for that. That's actually a pretty nice thing that he did with them. But the next time, Putin, if you're listening, that you want to give away your next Blancpain, I'll take it here. And you can find my email in the description. And I'll be happy to give you my contact information. So with the assistance of the Google Translator, here is, I hope you enjoyed the show in Russian.
Надеюсь, вам понравилось это шоу.
Believe me, I tried to pronounce it the right way so I didn't have to use the recorded voice, but I just kept butchering it so badly that it would have sounded disrespectful. So I'm sorry about that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Ba-bun munchin show. The bumpin' sure. Bumpin' sure. We're just gonna have to use the Google Translator's recorded voice. See ya.